Hello everybody, this is TipTopMTG here today with another Magic the Gathering video. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the top 10 most expensive premium Ikoria Lair of Behemoths cards. So, a lot of terms are thrown around when in the Magic the Gathering, like, world of Showcase and Premium and Extended and Borderless, but basically, Premium just means any card that is not just its normal version. So, this will either have, like, extended borders, or they'll be borderless, or they will have different art, or there'll be a Godzilla version. And, I did a video covering just the top 10 most expensive cards a little while back, right before it was launched on MTG Arena, but because Ikoria just released in paper, I thought now would be the good time to talk about the premium cards, because those are most important outside of a digital format, where the other ones kind of are an indication of which ones are expected to be the most powerful. So why don't we jump right into this? At number 10, we have both Loris and Kinnan, which honestly, it's kind of weird to see them so low on this list, but just note these are the extended art, so you'll notice that their art goes beyond the border, and these are both at $17.99. The reason they are here together is because it's not fair to either put Kinnan or Loris on this slot because it's the last slot. So one of them would have been kicked off the list entirely, and since they both cost the same amount, this is what it ends up being. Just a note, these are prices from Card Kingdom. They are likely to change. They are, ever fluctuant, so they're going to be constantly changing. And don't look at this and say, I can go buy it for $17.99. Go look at what the price actually is. It could have changed. Also, these are all in USD. So yeah, both of these cards are really good within Standard, and honestly, Luris is really good outside of Standard. And honestly, they're just good cards, but because they're only the extended arts, they don't have as much value. We have Luminous Broodmoth, who, I think, when I look at these, a lot of the time, the more expensive cards are the cards like Commander players would want, and I think that speaks to something that a lot of Commander players, I feel like they're more likely to want to, like, foil out their deck, and honestly, I think this one looks like one of their best extended arts because it kind of fades into the border of the card, so it looks very, very good. Yeah, overall, the card looks good, and it's a card that a lot of Commander players might want, and honestly, I feel like you'll notice a theme here. BioQuartz Space Godzilla, this is one of the Godzilla alternate arts, which is actually Brokos Apex of Forever. This one is, again, a legendary creature, which I think adds to its value, but also it is a mythic Godzilla alternate art, which I think just instantly drives up the value. Anyone who likes Godzilla is going to be more likely to buy this version of it, but it's still only at $20, which, I mean, $20 for one card, that's a lot, but for a full art, alternate art with an alternate name with another product on it, it's not that crazy. Next we go up to Space Godzilla Death Corona. Now this one I'm pretty sure is so expensive because it doesn't have many printings. It itself is only an uncommon, but because it only has like the Death Corona part, they they changed it on MTG Arena to Space Invader or Void Invader, and so there was only a limited print run of this card, so that's why it has such a high price. And that's kind of interesting to see that different cards are here for different reasons. I think this is here because it's good as a commander. I think Space Godzilla is here because it had a limited print run. Biollante Plant Beast form, which is Nethroi, Apex of Death. This one's a crazy card that allows you to just return a ton of stuff. Overall, it's just a really good card, and that's why it's at $22.99. Here, okay, this is Dirgebat. This is a Japanese exclusive, again, Godzilla art. So you'll notice here that Godzilla arts are the most expensive version of cards. Cards that are the most expensive are most likely to be the Godzilla lands, and that's because, well, they're harder to get, and generally they're not, like this one for instance is not found in collector boosters. It's only found in Japanese right as of now, but they are giving them to stores to give out with players who like purchase collector boosters or things. They talked about adding these to packs and things, not packs, adding them to like just giving them to stores and letting them give them to you when you buy something. Next we have Fiend Artisan. This is supposed to be the extended art. I don't know what happened here. already made a mistake, I'm sorry. But yeah, the extended art Fiend Artisan, so it would go from border to border. It's at $25. Fiend Artisan is a crazy card in standard in pretty much every format. It can go in any really black or green deck, and it's just super duper powerful, allowing you to tutor things straight out of your graveyard, and it gets really big really fast. I've seen a lot of people call this the next Tarmogoyf. Next we have the Crystalline Giant, or Biomech Godzilla, and that is at $30, and this is the one that says, like, put a random counter on it. Again, this is one of the Japanese exclusives. It's I don't know why it would be valued above the other one. I feel like Dirge Bat might be a better card, but this one is definitely interesting for other formats a little bit better. I could see this fitting in a non-mutate deck where Dirge Bat has to go in a mutate deck. Like Bios Quartz could be just a one-off in a deck where Dirge Bat really needs support for it to be good. So I guess I do see why this one's valued slightly higher, but again, this one's only found in Japanese as of now. Then we have Mothra Supersonic Queen. This is Luminous Broodmoth, which we already saw on this list, but in the Godzilla form, which is at a higher price of $34.99. Again, just a very, very powerful card, and it has the whole Godzilla thing. And then our last one is a Ghidorah, King of the Cosmos, at $44.99. So this one is the one that lets you basically free cast stuff. It is a Luna Apex of Wishes, which is considered to be one of the better Apexes. And honestly, it's pretty good. Now, if we look at it, how many of these cards are the Godzilla cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 of them are the Godzilla cards. And that concerns me, because I think that Wizards of the Coast is going to look at the secondary market, even though they're not legally, supposed to acknowledge that it exists, and say, hey, the most popular and expensive cards are the Godzilla ones. Now, this could be because, people want them, or it could be because they're hard to get. But they're going to say, hey, these are the most expensive cards. These are going to be the pull cards. Let's do more integrations. It must be the integrations that are making this hard to find and expensive, not the fact that they're hard to find. And so I'm concerned that we're going to end up seeing something like Indiana Jones in Zendikar Rising. I really hope they don't. I hope that players have been vocal enough about how they dislike this. Now, if you like the Godzilla cards, that's completely fine. I just don't think Magic is a place for sponsored deals, or for other characters should just be alternate arts. Okay, fine, make alternate arts. Don't give them alternate names. Players are going to be so confused why in MTG Arena they can't name some Apex, I don't know, with Meddling Mage and Historic. I don't know. There are so many reasons why I feel they shouldn't do this, and I did a whole video covering that, so I'm not going to get in this video, but I hope that they don't look at this and go, oh yes, this is popular, let's do more of it. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.